Hey, what's up? What's up? Who with me? Who's with me? Say your name, please and thank you. Ooh. Hey, Peter. How you doing, honey? Talking about you come in peace. We talk about you come in peace. What's that supposed to mean? Yo, Peter, did you see the comment that was on the last video? Did you see the comment that was on the last video? I only have one comment on the last live that I did. We are not going to talk about adult activity today. We are not going to talk about doing it today at all. We're going to talk about what's them call it? Relationship. It's a relationship topic, but not really. It's a few questions. I'm not going to talk about stuff. We're gonna keep it pretty clean today. You cool with that? We're gonna talk about music. We're gonna talk about movies. We're gonna talk about all things that have something to do. Well, it's gonna have something to do with relationships. Hello, Dr. Doom. Oh, sorry. Hello, Jesse. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Please hit the thumbs up button as you come in, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen. Please hit the thumbs up as you come in. Please hit the thumbs up. Peter, you don't be failing. No, man. You good. You good, Peter. Hey, Ruby. How are you? Hi, honey. How are you? Hello, Billy. Oh, Ruby. Samay. Hi, honey. How are you? Billy. Everybody hit the thumbs up as you come in, please. Please hit the thumbs up before we get started. You're here for a review? Okay. Well, hit the thumbs up, honey. Still. Hit that thumbs up still. And thank you. Whatever reason you're here, hit the thumbs up still. Right, Peter? Still hit that thumbs up. The issue of discussion is relationship based. It's relationship based. I want the thumbs up to equal the people in here. So hit that thumbs up if you haven't. And then I'll start. All right, cool. It equals. 2 people left. It's all right. Peter, see how they do me? 2 people left. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. All right, first question. First question. What do you consider a good woman? What would you say? Somebody tells you about their girlfriend or fiance or wife, and you say, "Wow, that's a good woman." What are the attributes? What are the skills? What are the characteristics? What are the qualities of a good woman? Oh, congratulations, Samay. Billy says has control of her children. Like they're good kids, they're obedient. Is she mean to them? Is she whoop? She, N- okay, they're well behaved children. They ain't tearing up the store. They not talking crazy to their mama. They not screaming and yelling. Okay, I got you. I was like, what? Good. What are the qualities of a good woman, Peter? You should know the answer to this one because you got one. Everybody, you could answer this, male and female. Okay, Billy can cook, is a good mother. What else? What else? Hardworking, caring, bossy, clingy, and a great cook. Peter, you like clingy? Mm, you like clingy? No, no, she needs a man. Okay. There are not a good or bad woman, but that woman should be my only and forever, not like hook up or need a wife, not be. That's why a good man always wants a girl who will support. So, May, what do you mean support? How should she support you? Not bossy and not clingy is what I meant. Okay, okay, got you. Um, I understand, Peter. What do you, Samay? What do you mean by a girl that will support? In what way? You can give me an example if you would like. Support, like if I am making something, she has to motivate me. Okay. How what's a good way to motivate you? Be is it verbally? Is it like work? Does she need to look up some things? Does she need to give you money? What you mean? Yeah, I know men don't like clingy, but some men like clingy. Some men like clingy. Like some men like cats, and cats can be clingy because they be all in your face, want you to pay. It's like demanding, and some men like that. I mean, to each his own. Um, support, like if I need. Okay. Anybody else want to answer? Billy said she's a good mother and can cook. Ruby, what do you think is a good considered a good woman? Characteristics. Like being nice to my family, and if she could, she can also help in my work and can take equal work. Okay, that's a good woman. So, May, where are you from? You say you was from India? Yeah, you from India. Sorry, I remember now. I got you. Um, so a good workmate. Hmm. All right, hardworking, can cook. A good mother. Anything else y'all can think of? Anything else? I'll give y'all a little time to add on. Just say no if you can't think of anything else for me. So I'll start um, talking about why I asked this question. Hey, Cassie. Hello, honey. How are you? Would you like to answer the question too? What are the qualities of a good woman? Samay, like now I am doing my degree. So my girlfriend is now supporting me and making plans for our future, not only for us, but I also for my family. So she's your girlfriend and she's supporting you financially? That's my good woman. Hmm. Cassie, you said good? Yeah, good. Good woman. Cassie said, I don't know. Cassie, do you consider yourself a good woman? What are your qualities? I I may view that okay. I got nothing as of now. Okay, Peter. Got you. No, not financially. Okay. I got you, Samay. Cassie. Cassie, are you a woman or a man? You can't hear me? Okay. Can everybody else hear me? Can everybody else hear me? Hear me? She said she got ear infection. She is also studying, but we make our plans like establishing our clinic and making things from right now. Okay. Okay, okay. Well, Cassie says she can't hear me, I don't want to talk too loud. So put your caption on, Cassie, so you can read possibly. But okay, so we got that out the way. Everybody's answered the question that's on the live. All right, so I will throw some things at y'all, and I want to know if that would be considered a good woman to you. A woman that has faith in God. I got to go because I need to go to bed. Okay, Cassie. Good night, honey. Hope you feel better. Is that considered a good woman who has faith and practices a faith in God, whatever religion she is, um, Christian, Muslim, um, um, Jewish, um, um, Buddhist, um, all the religions. I want to ask you, who will you consider? Oh no, we already did that. In another video. Give me, but answer that question for me. We gonna get to a good man, but answer that question for me. A woman that believes in God, her God, the God, religion, practices it, have a faith in a higher power. So Peter, is it okay if she's atheist, like believes in no God? There is no God. That doesn't would that affect your opinion on her being a good woman? as an atheist, I can't tell you something. Okay. Okay, so maybe you're Indian and you're atheist? That's different. Congratulations for being different, honey. It's fine by me. Okay. So what if she um is ultra independent? Like she never asks you to do anything. She always goes about things herself. Um she never consults you in what she's doing. She's very independent when it comes to everything. Is that considered a good woman? I am Buddhist, but Buddha always teach there is no God. Okay, you'll be proud of her. Okay. What about you, Peter? Thank you, Peter. Thank you. See, Peter, even though you're a Leo, you my dude. You my dude. Exactly. What the am I here for, babe? If you just gonna do what you gonna do, like you don't. I'm not considered in any way. My mom is also an independent woman. Like she owns her business and school, and my father never stops her. I mean, that's fine. Like when it comes to like work, like that's different. But say like she says, "Oh, I'm going on a cruise," and she's like, "I'm going on a cruise." Okay, I'll be back this day. You understand what I'm saying? Independent, everything. I'm buying a new house. Independent, everything. Like business is different. Like money is different. Like having your like being someone that has their own ideas and independent thinkers and stuff like that. But like if you're in a partnership and you work independently overall, like autonomy and being independent is different. Like I can hold my own within this partnership, or I can hold my own with or without this partnership. There's a difference. You know, like I'm going out tonight with my friends and I'll be back when we're done. Independent. That's what I mean to me. Like you're not considered. Is that considered a good woman or it doesn't bother you? No, 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 no. So May, let me try to explain this. Say like if you're dating someone, right? You're not married yet. You're living in separate households. Okay? She has her work, she does her work. You have your work, you do your work, right? She does not include you in her decision making for her life because you it's like she's separating her what she does and what she wants to do from the family. That's what I mean, like independent. Autonomy is like, oh, I can take care of myself, I can fend for myself, I can do all these things. But I'm still in a partnership. So I need your input. I need I want your opinion. I want you know, I'm considering what you're saying as well. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, how you doing? Too? Got you. Must be family and not only her. Okay. Well, I understand that everybody's different, and I appreciate that difference. Um, Peter, you already answered my question. All right, next thing. I'm gonna answer your questions to me. A good man is a man that's respectful, that loves himself. I already said that. That loves himself, treats himself well, so then he can understand how to treat me. Someone that um, loves women. First, love his mother. You understand what I'm saying? But not like that weird love. Like he a grown man, his mama still seeing him naked type of love. That's not. But like respect and care and protection. Um, what else? And provision. What else? Someone that had a father or a father figure to show him the level of care that you would have to give a wife or a daughter. Um, what else? Someone that is not controlling, someone that is open to new experiences and um, loves me. That's a good man to me. That is all. Anyway, so next thing is I want to talk about uh, how music and movies and entertainment um, affect how people view relationships and love. You're welcome, Samay. Um, Peter, how has music and movies and entertainment formed your feelings towards romance and relationships and women in general? Do you think it was like in a negative way a lot of the times, or just overall, um, was it accurate? Did you experience the same things in your real life? A false fantasy is what, yeah. Um, a lot of times it gave you a false reality on how women and men not even close to it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, I remember like okay, I'll go all the way back. So like when like Disney movies and shit. Disney movies have like this formula, if you noticed. Someone always is passed away, and the young pretty girl is stuck in a situation, and some guy comes and saves her, pretty much. Movies teach us a lot. Movies can teach a lot also. Sometimes it can be a bad effect. Yeah. You said no? What'd you say no to, Peter? Oh yeah, no, not even close. I got you, Peter. I got you. But yeah, like when it comes to like uh excuse me, when it comes to like saving a girl or something like that, in my experiences in my life, because I was born in the 80s. You didn't find too many men that were willing to save a woman. If anything, a woman had to be saved from a man in in a lot of instances. Usually the guy the, in my lifetime, usually the guy that saves you from the bad guy is worse than the bad guy he saved you from. No, I was not born in 82. I'm 43 this year, Peter. Come on now, add, subtract, subtract. Um, so like usually that would be the case. A lot of people, yep, a lot of people. Excuse me. You know, Peter, I follow you on YouTube. You know that I'm subscribed to you. I didn't realize it until earlier. Cause remember yesterday that boy asked you if you not yesterday, day before yesterday, asked you if you had a channel, and you said no. I was like, I feel like Peter does have a channel, but you don't have anything uploaded. Yeah, I'm subscribed to you, Peter. You better start doing videos or something, uploading something, man. Anyway, so so I realized that I had to save myself. Aw, I think you have something. You don't have music. You have music. A little something. I believe in you. I believe you can do it. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. Anyway, it's a lot of situations where even in music, oh, I listen to music and it'd be some things on in these songs. Oh, especially old school songs. Oh, so toxic. So toxic. Hey Jalen, how are you? Welcome, welcome. So, first question I asked Jalen was, what are the qualities of a good woman? What are the attributes and qualities and characteristics of a good woman? Um, and the second thing, it was like, how does music and movies and things like that form your thoughts, formed formed like when you were younger, form your thoughts on how relationships work and how accurate were they? Um, I got stuck. I got stuck watching those cheap little Hallmark movies, and these were the ones that Vivica Fox was in. She when Vivica Fox, and that a Hallmark channel or Lifetime or whichever, she was getting them checks. You hear me? She was getting them checks. And I was like, dang, she another Christmas movie. How many Christmas movies you gonna be in? Anyway, so it was always her and her mom saying, you need to find a man and da 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 da. Then she'll go on a cruise, or then she'll go on it was called a Christmas cruise. Then she go on a work, and she fall in love with somebody that couldn't leave the boat or something like that, and she throw her whole life away to be with this man on a boat. And I'm like, this is not real. This is not real at all. Oh no, ma'am. Your whole career, all your monies to be on a boat with this man? Ma'am. I mean, I could do that if I'm like 60, because I don't got that many years left. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a check by that time. So I can afford it, but early in life? No. No. Somebody who is calm, understanding, and loyal. Jalen, you female or male? Calm, understanding, and loyal. I agree. Okay, Jalen. How you feel about hardworking and independent? How you feel about that type of woman? Would you consider her a good woman, a woman for you? Hardworking and independent. Hmm. Okay. So you feel like that's a good balance? If there's a good balance, like, are you cool with her not having much time for you because she's so hardworking and independent? Are you cool with not being needed? No. What would you want to be needed for? Other than the obvious. Other than grown up time. What would you want to be needed for? Thank you for joining me. Are you subscribed, Jalen? I'm really happy you came. I like talking to you, Jalen. Peter, you still here with me? And now I promise to love faithfully, faithfully, all that I need. Maintenance. Maintenance? What does that mean? Maintenance. What does maintenance mean? What you put that there for, Peter? You confusing me. You like doing that. For emotional support and being there for her when things get rough. Emotional support. Jalen, can I ask you what's your sign? So you would like to be a security. Oh, Aries. Like small repairs around the house and the car. So Peter, you change the oil, you cut the grass. Like like a security blanket. Like when things get rough, come here, boo. Come here, Bookie. Daddy got you. Type of situation. I got my two homies on this. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at Peter. Any other things? Yeah, yeah, I asked how did Jalen, sorry, how did like movies and music uh what's the word I was using? Mold. Mold your thinking as a young person when you were growing up. w- did movies and music like mold your 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 outlook on relationships and how they worked and how they, and were they accurate? Within your as you grow older and dated and stuff like that, were they kind of accurate, like how women act in movies and how women talked in songs, like you know I was saying, like when I was younger, like we I heard songs like my mom used to play, the clean up woman is a woman who take all your man's love. I think that's a song, but yeah. And Shirley, and when she called, in my mind, all men cheated. All men, and I feel like not all men cheat, but I feel like all men would be, if they had the money and the funds and the resources, would be content with multiple women, like taking care of them, maintaining at least two women, the least two women, because they always need one woman for one thing and one woman for another thing. Um, Jalen, and I don't mind a woman not working, just as long as she takes care of things around the house and also showing me some compassion. Betty White, yeah, Peter, Betty White, yeah, clean up woman, yeah, because I was like, yo, this is what I've never been the clean up woman. I've been the setup woman a lot. So that's why one reason I'm not in a relationship right now. I refuse to do that shit. Done setting up to have a to for another to reap the benefits. Oh, no, I'm not doing it. I'm I refuse. I'm not doing it anymore. It's a wrap. Shirley Brown, woman to woman. That's right, Peter. Peter, you got me. You my music man. But yeah, woman to woman. And because see, that I mean, my daddy wasn't faithful. My father was not faithful, and my mom was like, she's too tired to care. She's too tired to care. Yo, not to tell my business, but my parents are deceased, so I can tell it. My mama would drive my father, because at one point in time we only had one car. My mother would drive my father to the other woman's house and drop his ass off because she needed a break. Yo, And I think that's why I'm like at this point, I'm like, I don't want to do too much. I don't want. Oh, listen to old music. Oh, okay, I listen to old music too, and I would also help around the house to make sure that we are 50-50. I got you, Jalen. That like, what would you do around the house? Cut grass and take the trash out. What else you would? What would you do? Can you cook, Jalen? Let me tell you, the man that I would marry, if he could cook, I'll wash the dishes and I'll clean the kitchen after we eat. Because I don't like cooking. If he could do his own laundry and I could do my own laundry, I'd be content. If we have pets, I'll take care of the pets. I don't have no problem taking care of pets. I'll take them out the door because I'm probably gonna be the one who want the dog or the cat. So I'll take care of the animals. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll make sure the dogs and the animals and the cats and whatever animal we got, birds, whatever, are taken care of and not in his way. You know what I'm saying? Um, yes, a little bit. Thank you, Jalen. I appreciate it. But yeah, like because I don't like to cook. So I'll do all the cleaning. I'll clean the house. I'll clean the bathroom. I'll clean. I just don't want to cook. I don't want to cook and clean. I don't want you know what I'm saying? I don't want to cook and clean. And I feel like food is my love language. So my man can cook and it tastes good. That's gonna make me wanna put my mouth on things. And I'm not gonna get nasty because I promised Peter that we wasn't gonna get I promised Peter we was gonna stay clean today. So we're gonna be clean, right, Peter? Right, friend? All right, so the next subject is um family. The relationships that you see in your family, how do they shape your views on relationships with women and or men? That's right, Peter. Clean. So, like your parents, if your parents stayed together, how your mom and your dad treated each other. How, if they wasn't together, how your mom dated and had other men, maybe a stepfather, and how your dad dated and maybe had a stepmom, and you seen those relationships. How did they mold you into in knowing how you would go out in the world so far as in relationships? How do you feel about a woman just going with a man just based on income and not based on personality? That's not cool. I don't think that's good because a murderer can be a millionaire. Mhm. A PDF file can be a millionaire. Mhm. A nigga that will whoop whoop your behind can be rich. So no. I can deal with um I separated those and have my own views on relationships. Peter, is it because that you didn't agree with those relationships? Those relationships did not appeal to you. They didn't seem good. So you was like, I'm not gonna go by these things. I'm gonna go with what feels best to me. Is that why? I mean, because I do like take note from how my parents were with each other and how yes and how Like, honestly, to tell you, within my family, none of them. The same thing, Jalen. None of them. Like, my parents stayed together for 20 years, and and I learned a lot from my father and my mom's relationship, but it wasn't good. It was not a relationship that I could ever have. And that's because, and one of the reasons, like, that's the reason I asked you, Peter, because that's one of the reasons I don't do I don't deal with, like, I don't deal in relationships like that either. I think that's one of the reasons that I'm so walled up. I'm so walled up because I did go opposite of the type of guy my father was. Opposite. Complete opposite. Complete opposite of who my father was. Complete opposite. I did take advice from my dad. I definitely took advice from my father because my father did give me some really good advice when it came to men. But you know how those people, they tell you what to look for and they give really good advice, but what you don't want to do is, it's like this: do as I say, not as I do. Definitely not. Definitely could not. And it's so funny. He co-signed a dude that I was friends with. Like, me and this guy were good friends, right? He co-signed. He liked this dude. Oh my God. He was so upset that me and this dude never got together. Like, he thought this dude was a good dude. He thought this dude was a good dude because he was honest. Right? He was an honest dude, right? But he was not a good dude. He in prison right now for armed robbery and attempted murder. And you know what my dad told me? My dad told me, I believe if he was with you, he wouldn't be like that. First of all, I ain't here to fix nobody, son. You hear me? No. And the dude got like 8 kids. Yeah. And 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 he dumb because he robbed the bank twice. He got away with it once and then went back. But anyway, I noticed how my dad communicate with my mom when they make certain decisions. Yeah, I mean, that's a oh, me make certain decisions. Is it like a good communication? Is it good? Is it good? Is it good? Do you feel pleasant is it a pleasant communication? Oh, excuse me. Yes. Okay, good. But when it comes to, like, family members, like my uncle and aunt still together, but wouldn't want that type of relationship either. They tolerate each other. Um, my aunt was married twice. She did not make good decisions. Um, he made sure that he consults her before does certain things. I mean, that's good. Hi, Howard. Howdy. That's good too. Like, I appreciate that. Um, yeah, my parents didn't do that. But when it came to, like, okay, this is how it worked for me. My father worked, but problem was my father couldn't keep a job. He had 3,462 jobs. Okay, but he didn't keep them. My mom would keep a job. It might not be the best job. My dad used to get some good jobs too. He used to get really good paying jobs. Anybody can get a truck driving job with no license, no driver's license, no CDL, no license, and you can drive a truck, like a delivery truck, with a refrigerator in it, a refrigerated delivery truck. We're talking about how things form our views on relationships. First, I asked, what's the Peter? Could you could you um could you uh could you update Howard for me? My brain kind of stopped. Peter, could you tell Howard the questions that we went through, please? Do you remember? Hmm? Yep. No. I can remember the movies and music. What was the first one? Oh, all right, Howard. I remember Peter. I remember Peter. I got you. Um, the attributes and characteristics of a good woman. All the characteristics and attributes and qualities of a good woman. And then how did music and movies in our younger life, like when we grow up, form our opinions and views on how relationships work. And this one right here is um how did the family, and how our parents, our aunts and uncles, the way we saw them in relationships, how did it form our views and opinions, and the way we are in relationships as well. Okay. Thank you, Peter. Um, so like my father used to get really good jobs. My mom would get a job and keep it for a long time. Like she was security. She was security. Like she'd stay at a job until she couldn't stay at the job anymore. Um, but those were the things that formed me. Like I always was like, my father would say, don't depend on a man. Don't Men are not dependable. And he would show me that because he wasn't dependable, especially financially. So I learned to always keep a job until I got a little older, like my age right now. It's like I'm not going to say I'm going to keep a job. Like I'm not worried about losing a job. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to say you can always make money without a job. I've learned that. Like making money and job, two different things. Two different things. Because I learned having a job is not considered security anymore. It's not security anymore. Like they taught us that you can have a job, like the people that was in Detroit, and they 18 years old, they went to them plants, and they automotive GMC, they was building cars, and they was putting money in their 401k, and they felt secure. They was there for 20 plus years, and all of a sudden the plant closes and moves to another country, and they just out of that money, and that security is gone, and all of a sudden they're poor. They done buy these houses, they still got mortgages, they still got car notes, they still have children to take care of, and all of a sudden things change. So I've learned that a job is not considered security. But I feel like as long as I'm a woman and breathing, I can make money. And I'm not saying doing anything strange for a piece of change. I'm saying that I can always make money because I'm not dumb. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're smart, as long as you know how to talk to people, as long as you know how to have conversations and listen and learn, you can always make money. Okay, a man is supposed to be the main provider, the woman is there for support. Yeah, I mean, but I didn't grow up with that. I was taught you take care of yourself. I know how to allow a man to provide. I don't go in relationships manly. That makes any sense. I used to, but it was so uncomfortable. And then when I got in that last relationship that I was in for 7 years, he was the main provider. And then later on in the relationship, he started to backpedal, and that made me feel uncomfortable. So I got out of that relationship. Like I'm I mean I'm no 10, but I'm still valuable and I still got a lot to offer. So I'm not going, and it makes it just don't make me juicy to be in a relationship with someone and I gotta come out my pocket heavy. I I'm not juicy for that. I'm not juicy. It's a desert. If I got it's a desert. I can't. No. So that I just go by that. I just go what makes me juicy and what don't. You know, like I listen to her. She tells me what we like. So what? That's what we do. Mhm. Mhm. A father and my father and my mother was a farmer, sharecropper, and all their life. And I for all their life, and I didn't have a good relationship with my father until 9 months before he died. I'm sorry to hear that, Howard. I honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, Howard. I feel you. I didn't have a I had a relationship with my mom. I knew, if this makes any sense. I knew my father loved me. My father was willing to murk someone for me. You know, if somebody mess with me, he was ready to end them. Now my father would not die for me, which is weird. But but he straight told me that one time. I said, "Wow." But it's like I understood him. I accepted him for who he was. I loved my mother, and I understood and accepted her for who she was. Like they were really lucky to have me as a child. They were really lucky to have me for their child. They were really lucky because I didn't hold grudges. You know what I'm saying? But I learned that I had to be strong with certain men. Like certain men were going to try me, and I had to be clear. You can't be wishy washy. You can't be flippity floppity with men. I learned that. You have to let them know that I am not the one. And I've learned to do that in a very feminine way. When I was younger, it was more masculine. It was more like, don't play with me. Now it's like, no, darling, I'm not the one. Mm-mm, that's not me. Or I won't say anything, I'll just leave. So I've learned that the older I got, like around, it took a long time. I think I'm around 30. Around 30 years old, I got to that point. But I think because the older you get, the less you want to deal with trash. You don't want to deal with like too much drama. You don't want to deal with you know, just too much. It's too much. Just energy draining, and you don't want to deal with it. So the older I got, the more I'm like, no, mm-mm, no, 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 goodbye. I know mine did too, but he became physical to me whenever he. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, my father was that way with me, but he didn't drink. He did other things. I was like I said, I was a child of the '80s, and yo, at 12 years old, I was fighting him. I was, what you not gonna do is hit me? Nope, nope. And then he stopped. He hit me after at 12. I went off. Me and him fought. And my dad was a big dude. He was a football player in high school. He was a big guy, but I didn't care. I was like, "You're not gonna do this. I don't care." So, and you know what? And that really set me up to be a woman that did not have a physically you know, a man that became physical with me in a negative way ever. I never had a boyfriend that was like, "Wah wah." Thank goodness. You know what I'm saying? Because I would be in a penitentiary, and I don't want to be in a penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? I like freedom. I do. So that was one of the things. So I was raised by my grandmother. Yeah, in a jux. I was raised by my grandmother, my dad, my dad's mom, who dealt with him being like that with her, but she beat him with his she beat him with her cane. But well, what? That's why I didn't have him to teach me about relationships with women. I mean, but I didn't really have a teachings, but he did teach you indirectly. He taught you not to be like that with women because you realize it wasn't a good thing. So indirectly, he did teach you. He taught you a lot, actually, because you did not want to be the same way he was. So, I mean, I was taught to not not to tolerate, because a lot of girls that were raised by great parents, dad loved them, dad gave them everything. What they were, and then they get older and they come across a dude that's controlling in a way, and they don't, and dad is not there anymore. Say dad died in the war or something like that, and they don't know how to deal with a man that's not like their father. They've been love bombed. That guy came in acting like daddy, then all of a sudden turned into this guy. So they're like chasing the old, not knowing the old was a fake. So everybody's still here with me, that y'all just listening. Okay. But say like, the old was a fake. It was just a setup for you to be here and this person to control you. So I've never had a physical negative, a guy that was being physically negatively, being physically negative to me. Physical has always been positive. Now, I did deal with emotional and psychological negative treatment. I don't want to say the A word, negative treatment. You know what I'm saying? I did have people try to break me down when it comes to my physical attributes, my softness, and it was weird because I'm like, when you met me, I wasn't tiny, bruh. I wasn't. they- they- I've never been tiny. Or what are you talking about? If you wanted someone not tiny, I mean, if you wanted someone tiny, you shouldn't have talked to me ever. So it didn't make any sense. Jalen, when you're in a relationship, do you feel that both people should keep all personal business in the household? Me personally, I feel that a person should personal things in the household. Um, for the most part. For the most part. For the most part. Becoming if you start treating me negatively, A word stuff, no. That's going to get told with me. Like if you start calling me crazy names, or you start trying to make me feel like I'm crazy, I'm gonna tell somebody that's gonna get me up out that situation. I'm gonna tell the closest friend. Now, my business not gonna be in these streets. My business not gonna be in these streets. But I'm gonna go to the closest person to me, the person that I depend on to help me get out of situation. Because once it starts getting like bad, I'm gone. I'm not working it out. Nope, I'm gone. You've shown me that you're someone else now. Now, if it's just me not liking you because you're getting on my nerves and you doing dumb stuff, certain things like little small things different. I'm not telling everybody. I'm not telling anybody how we do it, how we doing it. That's my business. I'm not telling anybody if I'm mad at you because you forgot to pick up the kids. I don't, it's just small things I'll keep to myself. But when it starts becoming harmful to me, I'm telling the person that's closest to me, and we're planning to get me out that situation because I'm not staying in toxic. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I'm not working it out. Mm-mm. No. Yep. Howard, I would have to say the same thing as you, Miss Cola. Yeah, Jalen. Um, yeah, if it starts getting bad, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Because my life is really short. It's not. It's not. I mean, it's not. It's not short. Because I'm gonna live to 102. That's that's not short. But I still got. I still got. I can't stay. I can't stay. I can't. I can't. I'm not enjoying it. I love myself. I love myself. You know what I'm saying? Now all the good stuff, nobody need to know. If you decided to eat me from the rooter to the tutor one night, and I squirted it, nobody need to know that. You know what I'm saying? If you cheated on me, I'm not telling nobody. That's the only one thing that I feel like I wouldn't. I don't feel like that's a negative thing. If you come to me and say, "Oh, I've been messing with my secretary or my coworker," Interesting. Peter, what's interesting? That I won't leave if you cheat? Nope, I'm not leaving. Yeah, if you gave me something, yeah, I'm gone. I'm gone. If you, it depends on what you gave me. If you gave me something I can't get rid of, you stuck with me. You stuck with me because who am I to go buy and get? No, you it. You're it. Tag. You're it. Back to what you said about the body structure situation with your ex. You look amazing just the way you are. Thank you, Jalen. Thank you. Um, but yeah, it's just, some people change and that's fine. Um, if you decide to leave me, uh, that's fine. Bye. I don't want nobody that don't want to be with me. I've had someone do that. Like, look, I don't want to, you obviously seen this real. This is real. The guy was like, I'm gonna break up with you. She's like, okay. And he was like, really, just that's it. That's it. I was the same way. He was like, look, I don't know if this is gonna work. I've been talking to such and such, and she would make me feel good. Da, 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 da. I was like, okay, well, you must have somebody too. I said, I'm not like you. I'm better than you. I'm loyal. I don't cheat. But trust and believe. There's somebody waiting on me, baby. Somebody was waiting on you to fuck up. Now bye. That's what I did. And he was like reluctant to leave then. And then after he broke up, after he left, whatever, he got with a girl, whatever, they was together. And she got pregnant and it was by somebody else. And he came and he said, you know what happened? Such and such and such. And I said, why are you telling me this? I don't care. I don't care. Boy, bye. I don't care nothing about what your problem is. So when it comes to me, I'm mean. I feel like I'm real cutthroat with a lot of things. I'm real cutthroat with a lot of things. Like, don't get with me cause look here, I'm loyal. I stick when if I choose you, I chose you. If you cheat on me, that means you open the relationship. Don't cheat on me unless you want me to be able to be free within the relationship. Don't cheat unless you okay with me sharing this cookie with somebody else. Hey Jesse, how are you, honey? Welcome, welcome. See, I'm gonna give you a rundown. Um, like, okay, I'm gonna give you a rundown. What are the qualities of a good woman? How did music and movies form your idea of how relationships work? How did your family, so far as mother and father, aunties and uncles, people around you in their relationships, how did they form your opinions and how you deal with someone in a relationship? And is that it? Is that all the questions, y'all? It was just three, right? Because we're still talking about family. My day was okay. It was fine. How was yours? I hate when people think Jesse. No, not Jesse. Jalen. Hey, when people think it's okay to cheat on someone because it feels that their companion is not meeting their needs. Oh, I'm not going to be in a relationship with you unless I know you can meet my needs. So I'm not cheating. I'm never going to cheat because that's one of my deal breakers. That's one of my deal breakers. You if I get in a relationship with you, it's because I know that you're capable of giving me that have a way, you know. I was okay thinking of you. Aw, yeah, I'll make sure that you can do it. Um, and I have your back. Um, even if it stop working, even if it stops working, like you get ED. You know what ED is, right? My likes in a woman is being herself, truthful, and all natural. Is other words stamina. N- No, not just stamina. Like your freak level has to be high too. Thank you. Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, your freak level has to be high too. You got to be willing to do a lot of stuff. You got to be willing. Like you get points for certain things. You get points, you know, for certain things. Mhm. Say like we get together and your your sausage is perfect. Like you know how to hit them angles. You know how to get in the pocket. You know how to make it sound like you stir in the pot with the macaroni and cheese. You know how to maneuver the canal. Okay, say like you get ED, and then no longer. You better learn how to eat it. And if you don't know how to eat it, you better be okay with me riding your face. Mm, mm, Yeah. And if you're not okay with me riding your face, you need to know how to use a toy. Is you gonna have to learn how to do something if you want me to just stick to you. You can't just be like, oh, my junk don't work no more. I don't want to do nothing. No, I'm not about to be. I'm not about to be starved. No, I like to eat. I like to be fed. I like satisfaction. I'm not gonna be in. I don't. Yo, I'm the kind of person that if I'm mad at you, like you don't piss me off, I'm still gonna give you this cat. So why wouldn't you want to satisfy me? He has his work cut out for him. Peter, the man that's gonna be in my life, I'm telling you, I'm a lot, but it's gonna be a while because I'm not trying to get in a relationship right now. I got to get my. I want a lot of things it's a lot of things that I want to accomplish. My child is almost an adult. He's almost on his own, and I want some years to myself before I sit in a relationship. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Love y'all. I want some years to myself, at least 2, 3 years. I might be celibate for those 2, 3 years. I think my first number one is eating, and second is a sausage. I mean, that's fine. I prefer sausage first, but I want somebody willing. willing to do that. I know you will not cheat on a man if he has a big mic. No, I'm not gonna cheat on a man if he got a little mic. It don't matter how big the mic is. I'm not cheating. I don't cheat. I don't cheat unless I don't cheat. If we're married and you go outside of the marriage and you cheat, you have a girlfriend, you lay down with some woman, then after that you've told me without telling me, we now have an open marriage. So I'm not cheating when I get my little boyfriend. Because once I find out, I'm gonna be like, so darling, that no. There's no need for forgiveness. You don't have to work at trying to get my forgiveness and keeping me. I'm not leaving you. But know that now you have set the bar and you have made it known that we have an open relationship. We have an open marriage now. I'm gonna say this before we even get married, so you know, so you won't be like blindsided, like you didn't say that, blah blah blah. No, I'm gonna say that before we get married. Know that I'm a follower in a marriage. I'm following your lead, baby. Once you do that, then that means I get a boyfriend. You keep your girlfriend. Keep her. Let her suck on that sausage as long as you need her to. Keep her. She get to do something I'm probably tired of doing now. Probably not. But she can share the duty. Okay? Uh and I am a willing person. I always put woman's pleasure before my own, always, because that's how I get my pleasure. Well said. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you. Thank you, friend. Y'all having a good time? I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm gonna try to stay until 8. But this going through me, y'all. You like my cup? Peter, you already saw it. Jesse, you came last night too, right? You came yesterday, but you came before I was like leaving. I'm sorry. I'm glad you made it today. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you came to see me. I'm so glad. That's not my song. I don't know whose song that is. But yeah, that's how I feel when it comes to marriage. All right, so question. Uh who's married? Howard, I know you're married. Who's married on this live right now? Other than Howard. I know Howard's married. Who else is married? If you're not married, say no. I don't like stopping. I have a high drive. I feel like if I love my woman, I'm going to be willing to keep it going. That's good. Oh, Jalen, what makes you love a woman? What about her makes you love her? How do you know when you're in love? I asked this question before, but you wasn't on the live. What's the love button? What happens when you're like, I love this woman. I love her. took my mic off, y'all. Do y'all can hear me still, right? Mm. All right. How do y'all feel about dating women with children? Everybody except Peter. I know Peter's a good guy. He don't matter to him. Someone who will not allow me to give up in life. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, like a really good cheerleader. Yep, I'm like that. I'm even like that with my friends. I'm like that with my friends. It don't matter to me because I married one with two. Okay, Howard, it don't matter to you. There's 8 people in here. Uh, how you feel about that, Jesse and Jalen? Jesse and Jalen, how y'all feel about single mamas and what about little kids? It's one person I really like right now, but he got little ones. I mean little, like younger than 5. It's just, it's so little for me. I mean my old lady era. Even though he called me baby girl still. I just end up, I still can't. I can't do with little kids. I can't. I can't. If she is loving and respectful, I can deal with it. I can't deal with it because, especially when they're small, I can deal with they're bigger because they don't get really attached to you. If they're like high school, perfect. Because high school kids aren't really about to attach. But little babies and like middle school kids, if you are awesome and you're with their dad or mom and they get attached to you because you're gonna be good to them because you're good to the parent. And especially if you get married, something like that. That's your child. And then that person does something to make you break up with them. You have to break up with the baby too. And that hurts me more. I stayed with my ex longer than I needed to because I loved his kids and his family. So I don't want to go through that again. That's the main thing that I understand when it comes to men that get involved with if they don't have kids. If they don't have kids. If they have kids, they understand the what's the word? The the risk because they got kids too. But when it comes to like a man that don't have children and he gets involved with a woman that has children, especially small children, it's really, excuse me, she has to be amazing. Like amazing. And it helps if the baby daddy is deceased. It really helps when the baby daddy is deceased. It helps when the baby mama deceased too. It do. Unfortunately, if she's newly deceased, then you gotta deal with a mourning child, a child that's mourning the parent, the deceased parent. It's stressful. But yeah, I understand that. Like, it's difficult, but I can't do it. Your child has to be the same age as my child or older at this point in my life. Oh, I wait. I mean, I ain't got no time. I ain't got no problem waiting. I like single moms, but they must have only one child. Oh, so you like me, Jesse? I have two children, but my oldest is 22, so he's not a child anymore. He's a grown man living on his own. And I got one that's 16, almost 17. So you like me. Let me stop. I'm acting up. Let me stop. I'm acting up. I'm doing too much. Let me stop. But why do you like single moms? Do you like them specifically, or you can deal with single moms? Is that what you mean? Like, you cool with single moms as long as they got one kid, just one? You're not dealing with them if they got, like, I ain't gonna lie, I heard that single mamas with like a bunch of kids got that good. I heard that. I heard that from dudes. Dudes had told me that. Some dudes had told me. That be good. It'd be like, that's not bad, honey. I'm being bad. I am. But I'm being bad. But yeah, when it comes to like single parenting, it's a bitch. And it's really like, I get really afraid when I meet a guy that is like a single father and he has small children and he's doing it on his own. I worry that his reasoning for trying to date me is because he needs somebody to help him with them kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried about. I be worried about that shit. Like, personally, I like the mama to be in the picture, because the children be with the mama most of the time. So I like her to stay alive. I be wanting her to stay alive. I ain't even mad if he get a little something from her every now and then. Like, I'm cool with that too, low key, because that's keeping her, balanced. That's keeping her straight. You know what I'm saying? Low key, that's keeping her. But no, I take that back. That's not keeping her straight, because then she might feel like I'm inferior. I'm just there holding space until he comes back to her, or some bull like that. I don't know. It depends on if she initiated the divorce or the breakup. Because I'm gonna tell you a little secret. Like, my ex, right? And this happened on my birthday. Something told me to look at his old phone, because he had two phones. He had one that he was using and one that he no longer had. Recently switched out, right? And I looked at the messages, and he had messaged his baby mama on my birthday. Literally. He forgot that birthday too, actually. And we lived together. So how you forget my birthday and we live together? Anyway. So he asked her for a massage. And and she said, "What? Are you okay? What is wrong with you?" She was like, "What are you talking about?" Now, mind you, they broke up. She initiated the breakup. She broke up with him like 4, 5, 3,700 times, right? And she was like, boy, bye, no. I was still pissed because he had the audacity to ask her for massage. She did not like. She was not checking for him, but the fact that he felt the need to ask her for massage, like he was not. He clearly wasn't happy with me, and I didn't know why. Maybe he wanted something familiar. Again, maybe he wanted to be with the woman that had his children. She had like 3. You know? Maybe he was tired of me. I don't know. All I know, oh, sorry. Sorry, Jesse and Jalen. Um, I like the way you talk. After 2 kids is bag age. It's baggage. Oh, okay. Baggage. Um, After 2 kids is baggage. I mean, one is baggage too, babe. One is baggage too. I mean, let me ask you a question, Jesse. What if she was a widow? What if she had been married and she had 3 children and her husband died? And they didn't break up, nothing like that. Her husband passed and she had 3 kids. Is that baggage still? Now, mind you, once a man dies, she's financially like stable with the kids if they were smart. With the kids, they're financially together. She just wants companionship. And maybe a man in the house to help her raise the kids. Maybe she got 3 boys. You know what I'm saying? Is that bad? Is that still baggage? Is that a situation that you would be like, nah? And she bad. She bad. She bad. She thick and she pretty. There's still baggage. Yes. Oh, a yes to what? Yes, you can deal with it, or yes, it's still baggage to you. Hmm? Jesse, you saying yes, it's still baggage? Still baggage. I got you. What about you, Jalen? How you feel about that concept? Jesse, you left. Jalen, you left. Are you still here, Jalen? Maybe not. Somebody left. Anyway, I'm about to go, y'all. So how you feel about that concept, Jalen? Would you date somebody that was like a widow? Her husband died. She has 3 boys. Their ages are maybe 12, 16, 12, 8, 12, 16. Okay. He died. Husband died. She bad. She bad. She beautiful. She's great. Would you still consider her situation baggage? Would you not deal with her? Sorry, I need to go. See you tomorrow night. All right, honey. See you tomorrow. Have a good night, Howard. It just depends on the situation. If she has good structure, it should be, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be an issue. Okay, I got you. I got you, Jalen. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I stopped at two. I stopped at two sons. They were my sons are 7 years apart. I almost didn't have a second child. I almost didn't, because my first situation, my first child, like with his dad, I was really broken. Like I was really like, this ain't gonna work. Men are stupid. They not, they not gonna do right. They say they gonna do right, but they don't. And it's like, it was crazy because my oldest son's father and me, we have a 12-year difference. And I'm like, this old ass ain't even doing right. So why would I think that somebody my age would do right? Like, he's 12 years older than me. He's 30. I'm 18, 19. He can't do right by me. I'm in a jackass. That's how I felt. And for a long time, I was like, I'm doing this by myself. I was, I was, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to be able to. I it was, it was hard for 7 years. I was like, mm-mm. And then I got to a time where I had my own house. I had a good job. I had two cars. I was taking care of my mom, and my mom was helping me with my oldest son. And all of a sudden, I was like, well, maybe I can try it again. Okay, maybe I can try it again. And I tried it again, and same mess. But this time, my youngest son's father, he was a bum. He was a bum. I thought he was a bum that appreciated my um my support when it came to, oh, you're a smart guy, you have these skills, I'll help you, we can make it. But he really was on some, I want you to take care of me. And he didn't say that, but he kind of did, because he was like, why do you want me to get a job just to get a job, or do you want me to get a job I like? I'm like, bruh, you need to get a job. I don't care. I don't know what that means. You're a man. You have a child. What? Wait, what? You can fix cars. You can buff floor. You can do all these things. Like, you're skilled. You have these skills, and you're telling me that you want a job you like? Bruh, you have skills to do things that make a lot of money. Shut up and get a job. Like, but he wanted my black to take care of him. And I said, nah, that ain't even in my DNA to take care of some man. That's not in my DNA. I can't even take care. I was not taking care of my sons after age of 18. My son's 16 right now, and he has a job. Second job in his life. 16. So no. So no. But yeah, I learned my lesson. Baby, I learned my lesson. So when it comes to, like, women go through a lot. Women go through a lot. We really have a lot of things that we have fear of when it comes to dating men. And men don't really know it because they don't date men. Gay men understand. Gay men understand, but like straight men don't understand, because straight men don't experience men the same way women experience men. You know what I'm saying? Like 9 times out of 10, Your homeboy is not going to touch your daughter because he know you'll probably kill him. But your homeboy may touch his stepdaughter because he ain't afraid of the woman. See, we still gotta we still gotta think about things like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, it's so draining, y'all. Y'all just don't understand. It's so draining. Especially if you were someone that was touched. I wasn't touched. Because my daddy was crazy. People thought my daddy was no one thought to even try to touch me. Even my mom's boyfriends, soon as they found out that my daddy was up and down, because that was his nickname, they were like, "Whoa, that's up and down, daughter? Okay." Yeah, no creepy around her. Cause her daddy crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's still, still a challenge. Women have to be a certain way with their kids. So, and I understand like the baggage issue, because men think about, well, if I want to be with this woman, I have to be financially open to taking care of her and all these children. But the thing about it is, the reason I brought the widow up is because financially those kids are taken care of if they're receiving, like, what's them call it, money from their father's whatever. You know what I'm saying? So financially they good. Yeah, I'm trying to hold on, but I gotta go. I gotta go potty. I'm about to let it go. I'm about to go. We had a good talk though, didn't we? Peter, you left. Do I have Jesse, Jalen, and Peter? Are y'all still with me? I'm about to go. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Want to ask me before I leave? Are we good? Did we have a good talk today? Did y'all learn a lot about me? I talked a lot today, didn't I, Peter? But we had a good, clean conversation, didn't we, Peter? We had a good, clean conversation. Good, good. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. I appreciate y'all joining me. Welcoming, loving fellows. I'm about to go though, because I gotta go tinkle. I'm gonna drink the whole cup. That cup was big. All right. I see y'all tomorrow. I'm single. Bro, I didn't say nothing. Yeah, for the majority of it. But I was just being clear on some things. I didn't say any bad words. Thank you, Peter. I'm always looking for your approval, Peter. You keep you keep me on my toes, Peter. You keep me on my toes, Peter. Oh goodness. All right, you guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Um, what time y'all want to do it? Say like 7. Let's do it 7 because I get off at 5. I want to get something to eat before I leave. Or before I start. Not Maria. Oh goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna do it tomorrow at 7. So I'll see y'all tomorrow at 7. Oh, Jalen, you gonna be at work? I'm sorry. I'll miss you. Okay. Bye, y'all. Love you.